Masih dalam perhelatan acara Amartha Asia Grassroots Forum 2024, kita akan berdiskusi mengenai pertumbuhan yang pesat di Asia Tenggara dari sisi ekonomi dan seperti apa ASEAN telah menjadi salah satu kawasan ekonomi terbesar dan paling dinamis di dunia. Namun di satu sisi juga masih begitu banyak tantangan yang menghadapi pertumbuhan ekonomi di ASEAN. Seperti contohnya adalah ketimpangan ekonomi yang masih begitu tebal, terutama di tingkat grassroots economy. Di banyak negara ASEAN sendiri, sebagian besar penduduk masih begitu bergantung dengan sektor ekonomi yang berbasis pada UMKM, usaha mikro kecil menengah, pertanian, dan sektor-sektor informal lainnya. Apakah ini akan menjadi opportunity atau tantangan tersendiri untuk ASEAN bisa memiliki pertumbuhan yang substansial dan tentunya berkelanjutan? Kita akan berdiskusi bersama dengan Andi Taufan, CEO and Founder Amartha, serta Michael Schlein, CEO of ASEAN, dengan tema Driving Inclusive Growth in ASEAN Grassroots Economy. A pleasure to have you both in this very session, Andi Taufan and also Michael. How are you guys?
Feeling good, feeling excited. We already planned this event for 1 year ago. I think we started to initiate the discussion how we can organize a forum last year, and then finally we made it.
Thank you so much as well for having us in this event.
I'm thrilled to be here. This is very, very exciting. Both Amartha's success and the region, Indonesia, and the focus on grassroots. These are the challenges that are not just in Indonesia, but really around the world. And so this is a great forum, great discussion.
And it's truly a one of a kind event, especially in highlighting the grassroots economy that Indonesia and Southeast Asia has. So first of all, I would like to go first to Michael. So tell us about ASEAN. ASEAN is a non-profit organization whose mission is to create an inclusive economy. So tell us more about it, Michael.
So ASEAN is a global nonprofit dedicated to creating a fair and inclusive economy that is one that works for all. Today, 2 billion people are left out of and poorly served by the global financial system. We are an early stage investor in fintechs and financial service providers that are all trying to find new ways of reaching people who have been left out. We're living in a moment of extraordinary innovation, digital innovation, generative AI, all sorts of new data sources that are allowing us to reach people that frankly have been invisible for too long. That's what we're trying to do.
Thank you so much for that commitment and what all of the ASEAN mission has did to the economy. Thank you so much for that, Michael. Still discussing steps to create an inclusive economy, especially in the Southeast Asia region and also in Indonesia, Andi. As a startup that focuses on financial technology services, what are the Amartha's unique steps to overcome economic inequality in our region, in Indonesia, namely through women's empowerment and through empowering women's-led business?
Okay, so what makes us unique? I think 3 things. Centers, communities, and scoring. What do we mean with centers is we are serving this traditional economy, cash economy, and when we want to empower them, we need to provide them with centers or net payment networks all over the places so we can help them to convert their cash to cashless transactions. And then second is about communities. So Amartha focus on women SME, and the way we provide access to loans compared to many other players. Mostly others only focus on individual basis, but us, we focus on communities. Women SME, they get together, 10 to 15 people together, and it's like Indonesian culture. So Indonesian culture is gotong royong, and it's still there.
The power of communities.
The power of communities, and that's what we leverage. How every woman entrepreneurs, they work hand in hand, work together collaboratively, and build business on their own, but supporting one another. And the last one is scoring. So building a business for the sectors, I think it's important to implement technology and innovations. So what we do differently is we build our proprietary AI scoring system, so we can be more comfortable to provide loans to the segments with higher ticket size, more competitive interest rates, because we know the persona, we know the characters of these segments. And since we're already in the sector for more than 14 years, we We continue to improve the way we better underwrite, the way we better understand the risk profile of these sectors.
Because you reach women, especially in the geographical area that is quite challenging, not in the big cities, but also the rural cities. In your point of view, what is the biggest challenge of increasing financial literacy for these women? Is it actually digital literacy for these women are still low? How do you actually implement this and introduce these technologies to actually increase their financial literacy and give more impact to their business?
I think what we learn definitely, if we want to improve financial literacy for these sectors, for these segments, it's how you build products that create value for them, that they can easily understand, easy to use,
yes.
and simple for day-to-day use case. And that's what we dedicate and committed our time, how we can continue learn the behavior, the transactions, behaviors of our customer base, so we can create a product that fits with their needs. And that's where we're coming from now. We focus on our, in 4 pillars of the business. We focus on lending, funding, payment, and scoring. And then I think this the way help us better compete and create value for this customer base users.
Wonderful.
And if I could just add to that,
sure.
We've seen enormous evidence that if you want to help the whole family, you start by lending to women. And so the impact of a loan to a woman is much more significant than anything else.
Yes.
Plus, we're finding out that the key to success here is intentionality. You need to design products and services that really meet women with their needs. They manage family households. Their lives are complicated. They have to deal with security issues, and we need to design products and services designed to really fit their needs.
We heard a lot of stories about women are quite underrepresented as an entrepreneurs. They have less access to finance. They have less access to, community. They have less access to collaterals and so on. So how can technology, and in your point of view as a CEO of ASEAN, how can technology and innovations like this can also give a boost for economic empowerment for these women that have been misconcepted for so many times?
Well, take security alone. All of a sudden, if you can start dealing with someone on their phone, there's already privacy. You remove a lot of the security issues alone of face-to-face interactions. So the new technologies are allowing us to reach women where they feel secure, and in a way that we can understand their needs. There's a whole lot of innovation that's going on that I think will help us bridge the gaps. Historic banking has really only focused on people who have already repaid loans, so it's almost the definition of exclusion. And now I think we're finding new ways to reach people we've never been able to reach before, and overwhelmingly they're women, and they're also in rural, remote locations.
We're utilizing the role of technology. So as we heard from Andi Taufan, Mike, there are challenges actually in accessing financial for grassroots entrepreneurs, especially for women. From your perspective, how can ASEAN countries create a more inclusive financial system that can meet the needs of this very segment?
So we are living in a digital revolution that is changing the way it used to be when we were trying to reach those small rural business people. The distances were insurmountable. Today, there's no distance that's insurmountable. It used to be that the transaction sizes were too small to be commercially viable. Today, there's no such thing. It used to be hard to know your client remotely. Today, with data and data analytics, we can really understand our clients' needs and build products and services that really address those needs. So what we're trying to do is invest in and support and work with entrepreneurs who are using those technologies to reach people that the banking system has just failed to reach in the past. The innovation is amazing, and so we're trying to capitalize on this moment.
Okay, wonderful. I'm back to you, Andi Taufan. So to summarize our conversations, especially in this very topic, based on Amartha's experience in Indonesia for 14 years, what are the main challenge and what are the main opportunities as well for replicating or adapting the programs that Amartha has been implemented in Indonesia to be implemented in other ASEAN member countries to actually boost together this region's economy?
Yeah, I think when we talk about microfinance sectors, it's very unique and different. We have the same characters among others emerging ASEAN countries, but at the same time unique in some sense because you are doing financial services in Indonesia compared to Vietnam, Cambodia. You need local touch, so you can be able to understand the communities itself. And I think what we learned from Amartha is our ability to combine between how we understand communities' behaviors and also the way we leverage data, the way we leverage technology, so we can improve our understandings of risk profile, our understandings of the characters of the business in these grassroots sectors. And what we've been doing for the last 2 to 3 years is we are already shifting our business model. So we are not only about focusing on lending, but we also built a more comprehensive solutions for the sectors, how we can help our customer base be able to save more money, how we can do more payment transactions, more efficient, and then continue to use our services so they can improve their scoring, so they can get better credit limits, more competitive interest rates. And I think these solutions, complete solutions, there's something that we can offer to other countries in this emerging ASEAN that we can collaborate with, partner with, that perhaps it will be another solution so they can scale up and increase their transactions and borrowers volume.
Okay. Andi, 14 years operating in Indonesia, any success stories from one of the women that has been loaned by a fund from Amartha that even inspiring yourself as a co-founder of Amartha?
I learn a lot about building business because from the customers. So every month I try to come visit village in different places, so we can continue to understand better how we can serve them better. And one of the solutions that we provide to them, like we definitely help to double the income of the family. They give us testimonials. Oh, because of Amartha, now I can send my 5 kids in my households to go to schools. I can get feedback. So it's no one trusts you, but Amartha trusts us, and we want to continue to partner with Amartha because you are there during the COVID times when no one confidence to give them loans, but we are there. I think that's kind of the story that continue to resonate, and I think we continue to learn. And then you keep doing it. Yeah, and then we keep doing it, and hopefully because I really love these sectors, these segments. I think it's the way we create loans. It's reflects to their values as well, and because when we provide the loans, they value what they value it. They feel it that it increases their productivity. The communities become stronger, and that's the story lah.
And the very Indonesian aspects that I gotong royong.
Could I just add to that? In the last decade, the world has gone from 3 billion people being excluded to 2 billion. The next billion is going to be harder to reach, and they are specifically rural, women, smallholder farmers. And so we're very excited to work with Amartha because Amartha has really shown how to reach exactly that type of client. So we think we can help them do that better, but also learn a lot and then help take that to the rest of the world. Because on the global scale, these are the Indonesian challenges are really the challenges all around the world.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, for elaborating more on that. Through this 2024, we have been reaching the month of May. So 7 months more to the end of 2024. Any goals from Amartha for its lenders and for its customers and so on? Any any levels that you want to achieve as from the Amartha side?
We're very grateful for what we have achieved so far. I think we are already profitable for the last 3 years, and we will continue to focus on the fundamentals, how we build business with quality. We already serve more than 2 million borrowers across Indonesia. We already penetrate most of the province except Maluku, Aceh, Papua, and we will continue to deepening our penetrations. I think very exciting years ahead, exciting months, and we definitely would love to continue to invest more in these sectors, and then also partner up with multiple stakeholders, multiple companies who also have the shared missions on serving these grassroots sectors.
Well, thank you so much for the commitments of Amartha and also from ASEAN, and thank you so much for hosting this event of Asia Grassroots Forum 2024. All the best for ASEAN and all the best for Amartha. Thank you so much, Michael and Andi Taufan.
Thank you.
A pleasure to have you, and thank you for joining us in CNBC Indonesia. Dan demikian dialog kita dengan tema Driving Inclusive Growth in ASEAN Grassroots Economy. Apa yang telah dibahas oleh Andi Taufan dan juga Michael Schlein telah menjadi terobosan relevan dalam menjawab tantangan yang membentuk ekonomi inklusif di Indonesia dan tentunya Asia Tenggara, dan menciptakan peluang bagi seluruh lapisan masyarakat untuk turut serta dalam pembangunan ekonomi yang berkelanjutan. CNBC Indonesia, Beyond Business.